it'll all pay off eventually. And you know, maybe this is just what's meant for me, and you know that I can handle this, and really just taking those next steps to get back out there. And you know, the goal is to be back for week 1.
Is there a timeline though when you can be back at practice?
No timeline.
No timeline. It's just kind of when it's right, it's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Keith.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, Keagan. You know, Coach Ferentz told us that you're kind of battling injuries right now, but he expects you back next week. Kind of what has this process been like for you? Obviously, coming off of the Citrus Bowl and missing spring, and then coming into fall camp and having another setback.
Yeah, it's been tough. Definitely been tough. Just kind of been frustrating. You know, I kind of just said that, you know, it's hard to come out to practice and see your teammates and, you know, your brothers battling it out and you not being able to go out there and battle with them. But really, I think the main thing that I locked in on is being as locked in possibly mentally as I can, just so I'm not getting behind and I understand, you know, when I hop back in, I don't know exactly what's going on and, you know, I won't be able to skip a beat and I don't know. It's been frustrating, but right now, the only thing on my mind is getting back out there with my brothers and, you know, being able to compete.
Have you ever been injured like this before prior to coming into Iowa?
Yeah. No. I think that's kind of why it's so new to me. You know, Little League, high school, never had a major injury before. So I think that's kind of the new thing for me, or it's been a new thing for me. So I think, you know, I've had to work through it. Definitely hasn't been easy, but, you know, I'm just working through it and, you know, I think it'll be better for me. And then
who or maybe what might be the better way to describe what you've leaned on throughout these last several months that have kind of gotten you through this adversity, and maybe what have you learned from yourself through this?
Yeah, I would say my brothers, my family is who I've leaned on the most. I think anything I go through that I don't know the answer to or I need help with, I think my family is probably the first people that I lean on. And I think the main thing I've learned is, you know, whatever is meant to be is meant to be, and you really mentally you got to keep going every day. You know, the world doesn't stop, and you know, no one's gonna wait up for you, and you know, you just got to keep going, and eventually, you know, it'll all work out how it's supposed to, and you know, whether that's, you know, getting back or not getting back, I think it's just it'll all work out how it's supposed to. But right now, I'm 100% locked in on getting back for week 1, so I can go out and run out there with my brothers and compete.
Nice. I was talking to Brody Breckton. He said the safety that you said he's never been quite injured like this before, and it's been new for him. When both of y'all get back, do you anticipate maybe a more feeling of gratefulness to play, or eagerness or excitement to get back out there?
100%. I think the next time I'm out there, I'll be more grateful that I'm out there playing again. And obviously, when you don't deal with a significant injury that puts you out for a while, you kind of just think football is just a thing you do. You know, you can't imagine it being taken away from you or you not being able to participate. And I think I expect myself to be 100% more grateful, you know, when I'm back out there at practice next. So I would agree with Brody.
What have you been able to do in the meantime to keep yourself sharp and keep yourself engaged and make sure that you can improve as much as you can, even if you can't be out there physically?
Just being 100% locked in meetings and in my film and my playbook. You know, obviously we're working on some new things and some new pieces to the offense. I think just making sure that I'm 100% on top of that. So when I'm back, I'm not catching up and I understand what's going on, and you know, just making sure I don't skip a beat when I get back. So.
What have you seen from the fellow receivers that have been out there, Arlen and maybe some guys who are lower on the depth chart getting a chance to have more reps than they would have otherwise?
Yeah. Obviously, with the departure of some of our older guys, our receiver room changed quick, and you know, it got pretty young quick, and so we've had younger guys that have had to step up and play a bigger role, maybe sooner than they thought. You know, definitely sooner than they thought, and I think all of the guys have, you know, haven't missed a beat. Honestly, I think they've all handled it really well, and you know, there's a lot of younger guys. We got a few. Keagan Johnson is a JUCO transfer who's been out there competing. Obviously, Nico and Arlen are out there right now competing their ass off, and I think, you know, I'm confident in the receiving room that we can produce, and we want to look. You know, we look forward to having a good year. So.